And we're back, man. 100 bands back to no hook official vid. Yeah, these guys are at Blue Mountain with it. You guys are going crazy. Oh, out the gate, this beat is hard. Like oh my god, the beat drop was insane. Nah, Keystone's on one still.
You tell me a million times we actions ain't adding up. Mirror go with them digits, subtract and add it up. You ever get the feeling sometimes you're running out of luck? Only reason I went to jail cause I didn't trust my God. You get the feeling sometimes you're running out of.
This is the, so a point I made that and this is why I say like progression is important. A point I would always make with Sav is that he knows how to use and abuse his sound. Like, you know what I mean? He'll remix that sound 25 different times and make it sound fresh and new. Out the gate, bro's doing that. Like, it doesn't sound like the same 100 band like that like out the gate. It doesn't sound like the same 100 band that I'm used to hearing. Like, you know what I mean? And I've gone back and listened to a decent amount of his catalog. I damn near want to say all of it at one point, because to really study and understand like his elevation, you got to listen to everything, right? And but he kind of demands that respect because he's elevated. He's elevating, like, you know what I mean? So just out the gate, like, I'm not even talking about the lyrics yet. We'll get to the lyrics in a second. But like out the gate, flow, like pacing, change, different. But like this is exactly what I would want to see from somebody in his position. Pause.
You tell me a million times we actions ain't adding up. Mirror go with them digits, subtract and add it up. You ever get the feeling sometimes you're running out of luck? Only reason I went to jail cause I didn't trust my gut.
Bro lost weight too.
Never had the feeling that the
Working
fence
out.
is on you. Got some youngins in the back, don't make them put it on you. Always put the blame on me, would never put it on you. And I always stayed the same, but you changed, shame on you. These niggas got no money but catching fat cases. Between this music and the street shit got my head aching. I was young and had to learn just how to have patience. Half these bitches got no table, they just want saving. That's my doggy Sadie, how you know? Because I walked it up. Know the bros be losing hope, so when they call I talk to them. Rolling around there so fast, I can't afford to stop for them. Know they tryna send me back, I can't afford that loss again. Pretty bitch, they on my like she wanna eat it up. I hit the road for a couple weeks, come home and beat it up. I take my time when I'm in it, then I speed it up. Ain't see my bro in a minute, but he freeing up. Baby, honestly, subconsciously speaking, I wanna go somewhere far from here, out of this world where nobody knows. When it's said and done, probably go be me here all alone. If I had a wish, be rich forever with all my bros. When it rains, it pours, left his umbrella and got caught. I hear what they say, could tell by my face that I'm not shook. Ain't try to see me win, close your eyes, nigga, and don't look. So this pain too real, that's why I left this track with no hook. That's why I left this track with no hook. So that's why I left this track with no hook. He ain't tryna see me with pussy, nigga, then don't look.
Oh my god. Nah, he nutty this beat still. Bro. That DT? Oh, it's DT stuff. But out the gate, bro, like, no, nigga, don't stop fucking with me, bro. Shit, trying to fuck with the vid. Bro, like, so no, let's go to there we go. Perfect. Bro, so this is what I mean by elevation though. Like the beat, like when I hear this beat, if I heard just this beat, I would say it has to be a pain song. It has to be a certain level of substance. It has to be a certain level of you have to approach it a certain way, let's just say. And he did that. But that's what I mean though. Like, you have to have the IQ to really execute on a song like this. And he called it no hook, but this is probably like emotion wise, like it's invoking emotion, like, you know what I mean? And the thing is, like, I always tell artists, like, like, or when I'm reacting to songs, I always say like, bro, I want to hear it in your voice, like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to hear if you're happy, sad, excited, and he delivered, bro. Like, his voice execution on this was perfect. You could feel the pain in like what he was saying. He's talking about not going back. He's also talking. Who the fuck is ringing off my shit, bro? Pissing me off. He was talking about. He was talking about not going back. He was talking about There's something he said in the beginning. What did he say? He said talking about money and shit like that. But there's something he specifically said. I'm gonna get annoyed, bro. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
You tell me a million times, but actions ain't adding up. Mirror go.
Even so, there we go. It's literally the first fucking bar of the song. Like you could tell, like he was talking about something specific. He's not talking about just fuckery or just sliding or just doing dumb shit the whole song. Like, you know what I mean? Because like, bro, there's a lot of rappers who rap about that stuff and just rap about that stuff. But he gave substance. But like when you add up like his voice inflection, lyrics, and the fact that the beat was perfect for the song, like everything mixed together shows his IQ is growing and he understands his sound and he's elevating. He's not trying to just make the same music over and over again. And it's like when you're doing this, like I personally wish when you're doing shit like this, because it's such a good change of pace for him, I wish like he would have put this on his album and just let us hear it off the album. Like, you know what I mean? Because like now, like I'm not saying like everybody shouldn't expect this from him, but like because like people aren't expecting this from him, and like he kind of changed pace and like what he's used to, like upbeat and like having fun, or talking about sliding or just talking about real nigga shit. Like, not that this isn't that, like it's just a whole different tone. So you know what I mean? When you put that on an album, it's like it gives you a surprise. It just like kind of rewires your brain and makes you listen more. And it still did that, but in album mode, in my opinion, this would have been like way better just hearing it off the album, because it's just a completely different side of him that one I didn't even know existed. I knew he had a super, it was either super lyrical or just like, I think it was turn up track, I think it was, but like he did what he was supposed to here. And like I think this is like what he was talking about when he said that he had a track like this. And I was like, okay, like, but like you could say you have a track like this, but to actually have a track like this and execute, a whole different beast. But when it comes to elevation and just kind of developing your sound and like understanding which direction you want to go in and not being just one-sided, like this is a great example of showing versatility and just showing that you're showing growth and learning. But like these are the type of niggas that are going to get signed in the city. Like he made a song with substance. He made a song market hit, and I don't know what he has on his album coming, but he's showing that he's multifaceted. Like you can't just be rapping about the same thing the whole time and just expecting like everybody to fuck with you and labels don't want to sign you. You know what I mean? So the fact that he gave us a hit and then he gave us a song with substance after, this is like, I think Just the Name is what he dropped before, and then he dropped this one. But this one out of the two is the best one in my opinion. In my opinion, this is his best solo track ever. I know he had I forget what the track was called, but that kind of introduced me to who he was. And that's still an amazing song. But this song right here, to me, is like literally his best solo track ever. Because like again, it invokes emotion. Like you can't put that aside. You can't ignore that, because that's what's gonna get people to come back and listen. That's what's gonna give replay value. There's gonna be a lot of street niggas that fuck with this, and there's gonna be just like a lot of regular niggas like me that fuck with this. So it's just like it gives it replay value, and that's exactly what you want and need from songs like this and from artists like this. Because when you don't invoke emotion in songs and you're just like rapping, like unless it's a super club hit like The Market, or just like a hit in general like The Market, it's not gonna have that much replay value. Niggas are gonna be like, okay, it doesn't stand the test of time. This song is gonna stand the test of time. And I think that's perfect for the direction he's going in. I personally want the album around summertime, because this is a nigga that could easily run summer. You know what I mean? But he has his own plan. He understands what he's doing. He clearly has good direction and good people around him. He's not dropping bullshit. This to me is by far like, and I do mean by far, like his best solo song ever. Cause like I said, the emotion and everything like that, but it's the improvement and the growth, and it's like like you're not really expecting this from him. I wasn't expecting this from him. And I know like he said it's either gonna be like a lyrical, like kind of slow it down type of track, or like a turn up track. But like I said, the execution on this was perfect. You can't ask for too much, but you can't you can't ask for too much and you can't expect too much, because I don't know what pace he's developing at, but he's showing that he's miles ahead of where I originally thought he would be. You know what I mean? I'm gonna listen to it one more time because I wanna, because like off rip, like I have a lot to talk about already, and I already spoke for like, oh my god, it's a 10-minute video. It's already a 10-minute video. Fuck. And like I really got to react, and it's been 10 minutes and got to speak and say everything and damn near double down on it. But like there's like certain artists I react to more and like have longer length videos because they give you a certain amount of substance and they give you a certain amount of content to talk about. And this is one of those guys, for real, right? Not just because of the position he's in, but I'm gonna change this, that's kind of crazy, but because they're executing at a higher level. The higher level of artistry, the more I'm gonna have to talk about, the more breakdown I'm gonna be able to do. And the level of the artistry he's displayed here, based off of what he's done before, invokes like a longer video. So you like that, right? This beat is so dummy. He's town.
And add it up. You ever get the feeling sometimes you're running out of luck? Only reason I went to jail cause I didn't trust my gut. You ever had the feeling that the feds is on you?
I like what he said there. Not the.
You ever get the feeling sometimes you're running out of luck?
But even like, so like now, like I'm doing, it's crazy. But there's like there's certain like things that he's saying where you're just like, bro, like you could say that bar, but you could be overly aggressive with it. Your tone cannot be right. But like when I hear like a bar like that, you get the feeling that your luck's just running out, or you're running out of luck, bro. Like that's a bar you feel, like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck, you've been in bad situations, it's just not going your way lately, and it's just like, bro, but the way, it's not like what he's saying, it's the way he's saying it. You know what I mean?
Only reason I went to jail cause I didn't trust my gut. You ever had the feeling that the feds is on you? Got some youngins in the back, don't make them put it on you. Always put the blame on me, would never put it on you. And I always stayed the same, but you changed, shame on you. These niggas got no money but catching fat cases. Between this music and the street shit got my head aching.
Like, you know what I mean? But like, he's expressing himself, like he's telling you between music and obviously the streets, like, you know what I mean? It's like his head's aching, like he's feeling it. But like, pause. But he's also in a different state of mind. But like, again, like it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And the way, like, again, like I'm gonna overemphasize the way he's saying it because your voice is like transferring through from the booth, from the video, into somebody's ears. You can say the saddest shit in the world, but if you say like the most excited nigga in the world, they're not gonna feel that shit. You could say absolutely nothing, but your voice says that. Like, if your voice says like you should feel this way about it, bro, there's a lot of artists in the industry that get away with saying bullshit, but their voice is what lets them get away with it. Their flow is what lets them get away with it. And even the flow here, not his usual flow. You know what I mean? So it's just like everything again, adding up, putting it together, makes a song like this. This is not no accident. This is not by mistake. Like, you know what I mean? You got to pay attention to what he's done with the market, what he did right before the market, and then what he's doing now after. The development is something that people are going to have to pay attention to, and it's going to be definitely highlighted. But
I was young and had to learn just how to have patience. Half these bitches got no tables, they just want saving. That's my doggy Sadie, how you know? Because I walked it up. Know the bros be losing hope, so when they call, I talk to them. Rolling around there so fast, I can't afford to stop for them. Know they trying to send me back, I can't afford that loss again. Pretty bitch, they on my like she wanna eat it up. I hit the road for a couple weeks, come home and beat it up. I take my time when I'm in it, then I speed it up. Ain't see my bro in a minute, but he freeing up. Baby, honestly, subconsciously speaking, I wanna go somewhere far from here, out of this world where nobody knows. When it's said and done, probably go be me here all alone. If I had a wish, be rich forever with all my bros. When it rains, it pours, left his umbrella and got caught. I hear what they say, could tell by my face that I'm not shook. Ain't try to see me win, close your eyes, nigga, and don't look. Swear this pain too real, that's why I left this track with no hook.
But like he just said there, like, bro, swear this pain's too real, that's why I left this track with no hook. Like, I could be selfish and be like, bro, I wish there was another verse, I wish he did make a hook, but he executed the track so well. He did what he was exactly supposed to do with it, and everybody knows. If you watch any of my reactions, or if I reacted to you before, I usually say I don't like songs that are under 2 minutes. But when you're executing at a high level, and your full talent's on display, and you're just doing what you're supposed to do, there's nothing bad I can say about this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he did what he was supposed to do, and the fact that he did it with minimal time, it shows that he executes at a higher level than most people would want to admit. But even like I said, like the track to me is just damn near perfect. Like, he didn't overdo it. He didn't over try to oversell it. He didn't undersell it. He didn't be too nonchalant showing growth. It's just like, you gotta pay attention to guys like this. This is why I say, like, when it comes to that new gen shit, bro. Like, there's two people, one A and one B. It's him and Sav, but the way he's going, bro. I just want to see how, like, now it's like goes back to what I said before when I did the market reaction. I'm pretty sure when I did a reaction to him as well, like, I'm pretty sure, like, I said, like, substance is gonna be key for his album, and I think it's also like a lot of. I think I said the key. His voice is good for pain music. I don't know if I said that or not, but I'm pretty sure I did. But he's proven me right here. Like, you know what I mean, when I say his voice is like good for pain music, and like it, when you cater to that sound, and and it's invoking emotion, and you're not just selling everybody short, just trying to run with the clout off of the market, or you're just trying to eat off the buzz. You're doing things the right way. You're doing things that make sense. It's only up for here for bro. Like, he's just genuinely becoming a star in front of our eyes, and kind of climbing the ranks. But like I said, back to that album talk. Like, now I know that album is gonna be filled with a lot more substance than I originally would have anticipated, just based off of this song. And when I did the market reaction, or I keep saying the market reaction, One Hell of a Life reaction, that was my main point for this guy. Like, bro, you can't mess around with the eyes that are on you. You can't mess around with the position that you're in. Now, there's a lot of niggas that got in this situation and position and fucked it up. And I mean, it's gonna be a lot harder for him to fuck it up, because now he's on Billboard. He's like, the market has gone to a whole different level since I've done the One Hell of a Life reaction. But like I said, back to this, like, the fact that he has this song, I don't know if it's gonna be on his album or not. But now, because this song is as good as it is, I expect his album to be filled with a lot more substance than I originally anticipated, and I expect every song to make sense. I expect every song um to come with a certain level of artistry. You would be selling yourself short if you didn't maintain a certain level, or if you didn't have a certain amount of songs on there. If you don't have a, the thing is, like, this is what I say, like, I don't even say have a hit on there, because I would rather you have 10 times more substance than you have another potential hit on there, because what's gonna make a hit for you now is the substance. People are gonna dissect what you drop. People are gonna kind of go through the motion of listening to you, but they're also gonna find out if you're able to maintain the level of the market on your own. And I think the way you do that is by dropping substance and not hits. If you try to go for another hit and try to knock it out the park, a lot of times a lot of people miss. I'm not saying that I don't think he'd miss, but I'm saying, like, that's like, it's harder to make a hit than it is to make substance, and you're making substance with ease now. And like I said, your level of artistry is at a certain level that I just don't think that you could really fuck up on dropping your album. I do think you're gonna have another hit on there, and it's gonna be one that you don't anticipate, or your next hit is gonna be one that you don't anticipate, because of the level of substance that you're able to maintain going forward. And I keep using the word substance, because it's gonna need replay value. You can't drop an album that doesn't have replay value. You can't drop a song that doesn't have replay value. There's too many eyes on you. You're in too much of a good position to not drop a song with substance. But that's it for now still, because, and again, like, I'm super impressed, because I didn't think when he said it's gonna be like a lyrical kind of pain song, I didn't think, like, he was gonna be moving like this. This is a whole different individual than we've seen a few months ago, when he started dropping when he dropped The Market or One Hell of a Life. And One Hell of a Life, bro, I listen to that still to this day. And I still think the level he was at there was great, but it's only been a short period of time, and he's elevated again. If he's able to elevate even more on his album, sky's the limit for him still. Like, this could very easily be like the number one rapper in the city in the future. Like, the wave he's gonna carry, and like I personally think when it comes to rappers like in my head that sound can travel down south, this would be like the easiest transition out of everybody. I think like easily he just has a sound that would transition the easiest going to America and going into a bigger market. And his background, obviously I don't know much about the politics of the street shit, but his background is definitely one that would help as well. And he's believable. You know what I mean? No matter what, he's believable. He doesn't try to, oh, I have 100 million bodies. And the best thing about him as well, I don't see him on live doing fuckery, trying to attract negative attention to himself, trying to keep all eyes on him. He's just doing it through the music. And the fact that he's able to do that through the music, every single bit of attention you see him get right now is through the music, which is super impressive because a lot of niggas will try to combine the music with the fuckery or try to up their music numbers with the fuckery, and it always ends bad because as soon as you're not doing the fuckery, people leave. But every time people are tuning into him, every time I tune into him, it's for their music, nothing more, nothing less. You know what I mean? So to be this talented, shout out to you. Hey, bro. Like I guess to me, the torch is in your hands going forward. I don't expect you to have a tough time, but I expect you to execute with substance, and I expect you to maintain a certain level of artistry. And honestly, going forward, there's gonna be a lot of people looking up to you and looking to you and to the level that you're able to get to. And I just think that like again, like this is when it comes to new gen shit. This is the guy still between him and Sav, 1A and 1B. Whoever you have above who doesn't matter, bro. Like nigga has a torch still.